La 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 la. This is how we do it. La 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 la. Well, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna break down my fantasy football team. Eventually, I'll get to the point when I'll be able to show you blah blah blah, la 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 la, and all that. But I'm in two leagues, two leagues. My first team, get my Birdman rub on. Yeah, this league is called COD. I don't I don't know what that means. Um, yeah. Anyway, decent league. Did a live draft. Here we are. My team, the Tuskegee Book Carvers. That's right. Go look it up. It'll make sense to you later. Starting out, I ended up with Patrick Mahomes. That works. I got Najee starting. Go Steelers. James Cook. Boy, you better run. Debo Samuels. I don't know who's throwing the ball to him, but does it really matter? Because I know they're going to do some, for about 12 games, they're going to do some jet sweeps. They may even do a doggone Bobcat. I mean, a Wildcat. Bobcat, Wildcat, who cares? I get confused because so many teams call it so many different things. George Pickens. Yeah, that's right. He started. David Njuko. Now, he played for Cleveland. They probably gonna throw to him a lot, but just like Debo Samuels, probably be looking at injuries around week 12, 13. Flex. Me, I like running the flex with a running back. That's what I do. Now, if it was like some guy who was third, the third receiver on the team, and they were doing kickoff yards and all that stuff, I'd probably go with him too. I get the, but a good versatile running backs and sitting there in the back of the draft with J.K. Dobbins. I was like, okay, got the Steelers defense, go Steelers. Got Jake Elliott, kicker, who cares? On the bench, we got Sky Moore. I don't even know who that is. I got Pat Fryersmuth. Move. Michael Thomas. I have no faith. I have no faith in the David. What was his name? David. Carr. Carr boy. David Carr. Derek Carr. You know the difference between those two guys? Hmm. The four letters in their first name. That is the difference between the Carr brothers. The four letters in their first name. Um, that was loud. Sturdy. It's been falling for 6 months. Gets banged up, keeps on ticking. Now this snaps, and I just got replacements in the closets, but the way life is, there's no way I'm gonna keep this thing sturdy. Look at that. Look at that dent right there. This thing is steel. Huh? Wanna hear something disturbing? Huh? 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 You like that? Keeps it oh so cold though. Let me continue because I gotta go to my son's JV game. Yes, right. Go Pat. Michael Gallup. He plays with the Cowboys, but we expect some things as a backup. Darnell Mooney's probably going to be getting traded soon. I have no faith. Shout out, Brother Fields. I love all my brothers out there that's doing it, but this is a league for glory. No money on the line. But yeah. Jordan Love is my backup quarterback. That's all it was. Was Aaron Rodgers ready? Was Brett Favre ready? Usually just got wonderful schemes and players, and it all comes together. It's a backup quarterback. Can he get me through 1 week of the season? Let's just hope so. Right. Next, Washington Commanders backup defense. Now, this thing says they're expecting the Washington Commanders to come up with 8.2 points and the Steelers to come up with 7 points. I don't even know. Purdy's not playing quarterback for the 49ers. Who's the starting quarterback for the 49ers? And who's the starting quarterback for the Commanders? Because that plays heavily into your defense, don't you think? If you can't keep the ball on sustained long drives, how are you supposed to keep your defense rested so they don't give up more than 23 points? Because, this league would. That's how you play DB. That's how you play DB in the NFL now. I don't know how them boys survive. I think they just signed up to get checks. You touch somebody, they are going to penalize you until the playoff starts. Then you can slap somebody right in their mouth. Them wild card games, was like a doggone watching a jiu-jitsu tournament. Oh, we got Gracie on watching the Gracies fight out there. But I like this league. Like I said, we're not playing for money. We'll do that with DraftKings. And the DraftKings I play, it doesn't include the Thursday night. But we'll get to that maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Let me switch to my other league. This was a league that a guy asked me to join because he didn't have players. He just said, "Hey, can you?" I was like, "Sure." It's free league. It's called NWO for life. Now, I'm a man of a certain age, and so is he. And I thought we had outgrown wrestling references probably after the 30th year of life, but I digress. My team here is called Tuskegee Tights to Bromos. Means nothing to you, means everything to me. That's all that matters. Now, this team, or this league, I complain about it every year. I think I'm going to stop playing this thing. It's ridiculous. We have, let's see, there are how many positions? 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 active players. 14 active players every week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bench positions. $14 active players. And you would think like, okay, what am I talking about? Am I talking about maybe 4 receivers, 2 quarterbacks, 2 defenses, 2 kickers? I've done that. All offense, just doing it. No. Which makes this even more absurd. We got a quarterback. We got a running back. We got 2 receivers. We got a tight end. We got a flex. Then we got a defensive tackle, defensive end, a linebacker. I don't know why we didn't do an outside linebacker, but any linebacker will do. We got a cornerback, a safety, then a whole defense, and a kicker. You know what the most painstaking part of this league is, other than getting people to stay engaged? It's when everybody gets to this one bye week and you show up and it's like, oh, I won really because they ain't have 5 positions filled. Oh, I won because I had only 3 people missing, but they had 7 people missing. That's not how a fantasy football league is supposed to be run. I've been doing this for a long time now. A long time. I wasn't out there in the 80s or the 81 when they created this thing. I think that's when it was. But I've been doing this a while. First time I was in the league before Yahoo Sports started putting stuff on there and people started actually using it, because the people I work with, we used to write them all the time. Oh, this ain't right. How you going to do this? 15 points. 15 points for a quarterback, but 10 points for a running back. Are you, whatever. 15 yards per point, 15, 10. All that was stupid. Or it was 10 and 10, something. We used to complain about everything. And I work with a guy who's a CPA, and he used to do all of our stuff by hand based on the periodical of the season. Most time it's USA Today, but one day they stopped tripping, started tripping. We go get something else, and you had all these corrections that had to be made. But he was like a pig in slop. He loved it. He's a CPA. He loved playing with numbers, and thank God our jobs weren't that busy because he loved it. We put in our own little bonuses, which really let a guy who knew nothing about football. If he ever see this, he know what I'm talking about. He had Steve Young and Jerry Rice, and because I had set up the bonuses, he won 2 years in a row. He won 2 years in a row because he, Young to Rice for more than 25 yards was a bonus, and that happened every game. Sometimes 3 times a game. It's just crazy. Anyway, that's when we decided to move to Yahoo. Instead of going to Espen, this league is on Espen. So on my bench, it don't even matter. I got Jonathan Taylor. I did not make this draft. I just screwed the pooch. I didn't know. I don't even know who I want to play. Did I set this up yet? I got Deshaun Watson. I got Saquon Barkley, and I got Rashard White. I probably should switch out uh, James Cook for Rashard White, but they got him going off on Minnesota. So I digress. Got Tyreek Hill. I got DK Metcalf at wide receiver. Um, yeah. Mark Andrews is questionable at tight end. And do I have a backup tight end? Nobody got room for that. Now, should I drop Jonathan Taylor, who's listed as out because he ain't on no team? I should be able to put this man in reserve or something. This man just on my team, and when we first drafted, I couldn't even drop him. It's this, I don't know. It's just locked up. Shouldn't even be drafted. These people who are listed as O should not be brought into a draft because you can't possibly remember who everybody who's out. Anyway, I got 3 running backs on my team. I need to get rid of this guy. Calvin Ridley is at my flex. Like I said, I don't like putting receivers at a flex because anything can happen. They may catch passes, they may score a touchdown, but you gotta go with the guy who's gonna get the handoff in James Cook and who may get catch a couple passes out the back field. I gotta go with that. So I put Ridley on the bench. Plus he ain't played in however many years, and who knows? Maybe he's checking his DraftKings as I will be doing on Sunday while he's playing the game. Well, he better not be, but there are ways to play DraftKings and still stay in the league. You just can't put your name on it. Crazy person. Cameron Hayward is my defensive tackle. Why? Because who cares? He's questionable, though. Go Steelers. I got Alex Highsmith as my defensive end. Why not? He's terrorizing people. Go Steelers. Then I have Foyesade Olukon. Olukon as my linebacker, Jacksonville. Kenny Moore, don't know who that is, but he's supposed to get 10 points. That'd be great. Eddie Jackson, my man, rolling with the tide. Eddie Jackson, that safety in Chicago. He probably the best thing in Chicago, but he can't win by himself. At least I think Eddie Jackson went to Alabama. So many people that went to the University of Alabama that are in the pros, you forget them all over the last since 1977. Oddly enough, I have the Browns as my defense. That I don't like. McPherson's my kicker. The Browns are my defense. Oh, that just makes my Steelers' stomach hurt. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Is there any other defense out there? I think I was cool with it because I was like, I can't get Pittsburgh. And they did rack up a lot of sacks. And they got old boy out of there from South Carolina with a Clowney. Clowned him up out of there. So they may even have a better person in his position now, or somebody that's fighting that's going to help old boy get more sacks. So when I looked at what was left, it was you had the Ravens, Eagles defense. I would like just get one of these two defenses, get one of these two defenses and drop old boy because he ain't even got no team right now. Do I want the Ravens? I don't want nobody else in my division. I just, you know, I know you're supposed to be unbiased when you do these things, but this league is stupid because you almost got to drop a running back to get a bye week quarterback. It's just this stuff is just it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. Let me see if I can get the Eagles defense. Is it gonna let me drop somebody? Can I drop this dude who's not even playing? Nope. Jonathan Taylor is still listed as cannot be dropped. Why? I'll do it later. I got Tyler Lockett on the bench. I got Michael Pittman on the bench. Don't care nothing about Indianapolis quarterback situation. Who's the quarterback still up there? No, they went to Richardson. Did Matt Ryan retire? George Pickens is on the bench. Got Kenny Pickett on the bench. And I picked up Jalen Warren. I just need to get Jonathan Taylor out the way, man. I don't know. I'm going to wait on this defense thing. I don't need a defense right off, but I don't like this league. I don't like how he did this. I think this is going to be my last year messing with this. But that's how I got it set up. We are ready to roll. Getting ready to head in here to week 1 tonight. And I'm expecting an absolute victory. On my next video, I'll try to go through my DraftKings stuff or some college breakdown. Try to see who Alabama's playing. And I'm really looking forward to going back over the game with Dumbo. I mean, the coach, the Clemson dude with the ears. Dumbo Swine. Yeah, that guy. Really one of my favorite people. Until next time, y'all stay tight.